Okay, we'll look at Everton versus Blackburn. It's a 3 PM kickoff on Saturday afternoon in the Premier League. We'll talk about Everton to begin with. It seemed to have been kind of 11th all season really, kind of mid-table, and up until recently they had a game in hand that they kept talking about, but obviously that's now gone, with defeat at Spurs. They've not won the last 3 Premier League games, they're struggling for goals, but it's all okay because they're signed Darren Gibson.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly the most stellar signing in the world, is it? But
he's a solid enough player, I suppose.
For 1.5 million, they can't get a pain.
Yeah.
But leading up to the game in hand, like you mentioned, David Moyes, he cut such a frustrated figure. He sort of talked about how they used to compete with Spurs. Now they've been left behind, and they really need to reassess their target for the season because the more and more the games go by, the more inconsistent they are, and they're not going to make top 6, top 10 at this rate.
Saying coming up, I mean, they've got Manchester City, Chelsea, and Liverpool all in February, so this game at home to Blackburn has to be a must-win, really.
It does, yeah, but the thing is, such is Everton's nature at the moment. They've bought Landon Donovan and Darren Gibson, 2 solid players. They won't let them down, and you'd hope it'd give them a bit more punch going forward. But you just don't know what Everton's side will turn up.
Okay, and Blackburn, obviously it's been a bit of a mixed week for them. It's been what's been a very up and down season, really. They beat Fulham to move out the relegation zone, which was a cracking home win. But then Samba, their captain and probably best defender, has handed in a transfer request and looks like he's on his way somewhere. So it's been a mixed week for them, but football terms, it was a great result last time.
Yeah, exactly. Just looking at all that happened on the pitch for once with Blackburn, it was a very good result. It was a really strong performance. It was really refreshing to see Steve Keane sort of smiling, sort of signing autographs, which was something quite rare. But like you said, they face almost another mini revolt with Samba could be leaving and Zonzi's been had a couple of bids for, Junior Hoylett's coming to the end of his contract there. Those are 3 of their best players. And obviously they're going to this game with Yakubu suspended as well, so you don't quite, once again, you don't know who's going to turn up.
Just quickly on the protest-wise, you said Steve Keane was signing autographs and stuff. It does appear that the protests are much more associated with the board now rather than the manager, which I suppose in terms of football terms is slightly healthier, I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, it can only be good for the club that all the anger isn't being focused on pitch events, because if you've got fans in the crowd, focusing an event on pitch is going to negatively affect players, so it can at least it's something slightly more positive for them.
Okay, so we'll go for a prediction. Everton home to Blackburn this weekend. I think Everton will sneak this one. I think it'll be a 1-0 win to the Toffees.
Yeah, I think Everton might just nick it as well, especially without Yakubu, Blackburn without Yakubu, so I'll go for a 2-1 Everton win.